Hello guys and welcome to our second attempt of doing Great Rift 57 on Diablo 3 with Plus Souls. I'm going to have a short clip at the end of this run of basically me wasting all of my money. I actually went to do an empowered rift on level 57 in a previous recording, but for some reason it bugged out and it wouldn't let me enter the rift, so I logged out and figured, you know, maybe the rift will still be there, maybe it won't count, and I'll still keep my keystone, or I'll still keep my money. But no, it took it all for some reason, which was a bit unfortunate. But I'll put that in the after this one anyway, because it was a bit odd. But let's give this another try. Let's see if we can get Rift 57 done. Again, I think we can do it easy enough. I just think we need to get a decent enough dungeon where we can get a decent choke point. And we also need to make sure that we don't get lost. We need to learn how to use the maps more effectively, because I think that's definitely costing us a lot of time. This dungeon's a good example of one that I'd rather not go up against, but this choke point here is pretty good. So it's always a plus. Any situations where we can get a choke point where all our damage is going towards one area always works out really well, because we can kill any enchanted groups really quickly, because cluster hour will be able to hit multiple things at once. Okay, that keeps us on par. It's not too bad. Okay, this is pretty good. I try to keep to the outside when I'm on this dungeon in particular, because if you go through the middle, the sentry turrets are going to split up all over the place. So if I can, I try to keep it concentrated to one specific choke point. I guess the same could be said for every single dungeon, but I think at least for this one, it's not worth having minions coming from all different directions. I'd rather have them come from one specific direction and going from there. So we're currently just about on par. I think we're very slightly ahead, but this will pretty much lose it if we don't get much places to go. I will have to reset my turrets here too, which honestly I think is worth doing, just because I can get to a different Okay, we've got a double enchanted here. We are doing a decent amount of damage pretty quickly though, so reasonably happy. I just need to make sure I don't die. The conduit is doing a ton of damage, which is always good. There's always one like odd minion like this that refuses to join the rest of the group, and it's like, fair enough, I'm still going to get the bonus of killing an enchanted for killing this guy, but I'd rather have it as a big group. Alright, cool. Let's head down here. We are slightly ahead now, which is pretty good. But I would expect a bit more of an advantage. I just think that particular guy kind of made it a bit difficult. This is a really good group. I just need to keep the damage concentrated. I've pretty much got down to a T now, the whole making sure that I do always have 5 turrets up at all times, but sometimes I do like to maybe place the turrets a bit too quickly, but I like to make sure I'm getting the full advantage out of my set that way. And try and move over this way, I think. Make sure none of the actual beams are hitting the walls. Because if a turret is, say, placed behind this wall, I've got to the left here, it's like, it's going to be giving me none of the actual damage that... It says it'll be giving me loads of damage, but it won't. I mean, yes, it'll still be giving me the bonuses, but it won't be... None of the damage from the turret itself will actually be hitting. Okay, looks like we're going to another one now, which is fine. It's another Zoltan dungeon. Or Zoltan dungeon. I know that's not what they're actually called, but it's what I've always called them. It's kind of a force of habit. Okay. There's a rare minion coming up now. I don't know what I do without smokescreen. I feel like smokescreen saves me so much. Especially considering I pretty much get one hit by any of those pulls that pretty much one hit me if I don't have smokescreen. Ah, can I get to that power? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it. That was a bit close though. Pretty much that was a risk reward type thing. And it paid off just. I was cutting it a bit close. But we are still do still have a pretty decent lead. We are getting tons of dungeon switches though. Which is fine, but it does mean I have to reset my sentries every time, which is a bit unfortunate. Luckily, we're getting really good choke points. Any Zoltan dungeons are really good for greater whiffs.
No, I will not do that.
Going to try to hit from 2 areas here. I know I usually say don't do that, but since chokes are that good, it's actually reasonably worth it. I feel I can get away with it. I want to try to ignore those. Oh, I can't ignore that though. Ow. That hurts.
I need more hatred to do that.
It would be a Hellhide Tumor. These guys have so much HP. I'm not saying it's going to be a one end or anything like that, but it does take up a lot of time. It's very hard to get the full value out of killing these. You are putting in a lot more time than what your payout's going to be. Yeah, I'm working on it. To be fair, the chance of them killing us is not particularly high. The bigger issue that I have is having the damage be worth it. He's standing right next to the gate too. Ah, that was a bit unfortunate. Could have saved that one. I'm going to see if I can lead him over here. Come on, do as you're told. I'm losing my lead. Because he won't get away from that gate. Basically, can't really demonstrate right now, but if my turret's on this side, it won't damage him because it won't go through that gate. The damage won't go through that gate. It kind of just gets negated. Okay, I figured we basically killed him, so we may as well finish off the job, but it's like, look at this, like they were fusing to come over to my area. I've just popped that too quick. Is there no health globes nearby? Okay, there's the cooldown. Yeah, I've just done it again. Just activated the cool. I've just Use my health potion for no reason again. It's little mistakes like that that cost me a lot of time. This little split between those two minions there was a bit of a nightmare. We're still in the lead, but that did hurt, I'm not gonna lie. This is a really good choke here if I can hold it. Which, by the looks of it, I don't think I can. I'm somehow stuck in this area that I'm in right now. These guys are an absolute nightmare. Mainly because I can't get away from them. And that slide attack is an absolute menace. You'd think because they're so strong they'd have a pretty mediocre amount of HP, but they're actually a lot tankier than you think. You assume they're going to be like a shock unit, but no.
My strength is back.
Alright, we've still got a slight lead. We did take a bit of a beating there. We've got exactly the same one again.
Not ready yet.
Or Orbit and Desecrate and Nightmarish and Frozen. That is an absolute... That's just death. Look at this. The only good thing about my build here is that I don't necessarily have to aim, so it's like, as long as I'm hitting something, I am kind of getting the job done. Alright, I got him. Okay, we're still in a decent position. I don't really know where I stand right now. I could do with some less Anarchs. If I get less Anarchs, I can catch up, I think.
You won't survive that. I can't do that. I require aid. My strength is back. I must heal. Not ready yet.
Okay, I'm really confused about this one. I have no idea where I stand. I can't tell if I'm far behind or far ahead. Yes, I've got a semi-decent lead, but you have to keep in mind that I've still got the boss fight. I think. Never mind, I'm wrong. Just well double checked. I was under the impression that I was going to be hitting a dead end there. And to an extent I kind of did, but it's not as bad as I initially thought.
That would not be wise.
50 seconds, 30 seconds. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one now. No. There's a teleport. So, won't be doing it this time either, but again, this one hasn't been too bad. I can live with this. I think the amount of teleporters we had in this one has been insane.
Lead, you filth! I am losing strength.
The Rift God.
I think I'm pretty strong, but I don't think I can kill a Sand Shaper in 10 seconds. Sand Shaper's a reasonably easy boss. Some people say he's difficult. I guess if you're a barbarian, it could be quite difficult, but I guess because of Smokescreen, I'm kind of spoiled. Plus, because of his slowdown shield, it works really well in getting tons of damage down with ball lightning, because it'll slow down my shot, causing it to hit even more times. But I think if I just upgrade some of my items, I still think some of my water set still needs upgrading. If I can get those like slight upgrades done, I think I could do this whiff pretty easily. Like I said, if I can get to Great Whiff 60, that'd be my main goal. I'm just being lazy now. I'm refusing to dodge anything. Cool. Alright, well we'll have a look, see what these legendaries are like. We'll go ahead and also spend our blood shards. See if we can get an ancient legendary item. Also, there's an item called Quinder Shot that I'm also trying to get, which would be amazing with my build. For no other reason that my primary hatred generators, I mean my hatred spenders, like Ball Lightning, will actually generate hatred. So it's infinite Ball Lightning basically, which is pretty great. It's kind of what I need. Does it also mean infinite sentries? No, because it's not a weak... Well, it is a resource spender, but it's only a single use. I don't know actually, I'd have to look into that. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some of these Paragon points and then we'll have a look, see what we can get. I think we'll start with the blood shards today for a different... Do I want to go for a Quinder Shot? Nah, we'll just go to go for the gloves again.
Well, it's a good paperweight. My pack is full.
Well, we've got plenty of Natalia's touches. If we ever want to go with that build. Do I have any Natalia's items right now? Yeah, I already do. I have an ancient version. Okay, cool. So, Sebbar's Nightmare. We have a Lasuni Prime. We already have those. No. Tyrael's Might. It's pretty decent. The extra sentry damage might be nice, but... And I need more order set, so... Kind of a nightmare. Shadow Power also triggers Smokescreen. That item actually isn't that bad. Do I want that? I may have to test that out. That might actually be quite decent. As for everything else, the Tally's touches and all that kind of stuff is pretty awful. But hey, alright guys, so I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next attempt. Thanks for watching, guys. Hello guys, and welcome back to Diablo 3. Today we are going to be continuing to try to do level 57 on the Greater Rift. Let's go ahead and give us a try. It's same items as always, slightly increased level. So... well, this is different. So yeah, thinking of letting me in, or It's literally not letting me in. I'm going to leave this area and come back. And hopefully that will fix it. Not gonna lie, this has never happened before. This is different. I hope the timer isn't going. I'm confused. Okay.